Well, hello, Flutifull people. It is 5 p.m. here in the UK. It is Sunday, and therefore, well, it's time for Flutifull Time on YouTube with me, Claire Hodditch, my fabulous moderator team, David Walker and Chris Storms. Hope you're all doing okay out there in our crazy world. I've just realised that my light's gone off, and that's because I haven't charged it up, folks. So do you know what? I think. Well, what do you think? Let's have an agreement. Shall we just deal without it, or shall I turn it on? If I plug it in, it does mean we can't have the effects pedal on because I haven't got enough sockets back here. Although it just looks a bit odd without it now, doesn't it? Anyway, I'll let you guys decide that. I hope you're going to stick around anyway for the next 2 hours. Some live music, friendly chat, and fascinating facts coming your way, of course. But before we get to all that, let's say hello to the Flutifull members here on YouTube. I need to get rid of these, don't I? There we go. It's all going wrong already. Here are. Well, the members of the YouTube channel membership scheme here on YouTube who will help support the channel. Help keep the music going. And these wonderful folks are monthly donators to keep everything up and running. And for that, in exchange, they get, well, some extra little perks, like those wonderful emojis on stream and, access to all the replays of Flutifull Time as well. And, they can come along to the exclusive monthly live stream as well. So there we are, folks. There we are. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the tea. That's Roberto. Sorry, the message won't come up because we've got the thing at the bottom. Thank you, Roberto. Roberto says, another day with you, Claire, and all the people here listening. Great music. What can I ask for more? Oh, thank you, Roberto. It's very kind. If I do this, it might appear. There it is, look. We just got the tail end of it. Right, there we go. Everything is back. Let's say hello to everybody in the chat so far. Let me just get the right screen up. There we go. So chat was very lively again from about an hour ago, I think. Bill's here. Hello, Bill. Bill says below freezing overnight, and I hear maybe snow on Wednesday. Ah, interesting, because we've had that towards the beginning of the week, but it's a bit warmer this weekend here in Hull. But I think it's going to change again. Who knows what's going on with the weather, but there we go. David says, surprised me this morning, didn't notice it was the last day of November. Yeah, that's kind of how it feels here today, David. Very strange. Oh, and yes, it's the 1st of December. I was going to say that. Happy Advent to you all. I completely went out my window, but there we go. Oh, yes, Wild saying, just opened my advent calendar and Violets. Oh, well, I'm guessing the retreat's in there for both of you, Wild. Mother's already asking her the sweets in the advent calendar. I think she knows you too well. She knows you too well. Although I was talking to people at work and we were discussing advent calendars a while ago, because you get some crazy ones now, can't you? And I said, well, what happened to the days where you just used to open it and it was as a shepherd? It was a picture of a shepherd. I mean, those were the days, weren't they, folks? Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Let's continue. Wilbur's here. Wilbur's back on his account with the emojis. Yay! That's going to make you happy, isn't it, Wilbur? That's good. I'm glad. Awesome. I hope you've had a good week. Scrolling through. Christian's here. Hello, Christian. Yes, Christian's remembered. Happy first Sunday of Advent. Exactly, Christian. Yes, and to you. And I hope you're doing well. Roberto's here, of course, because we had a Yorkshire tea come through from you. Thank you so much. I hope you're in good shape in a warm environment. Otherwise, a good bottle of red wine. That's what Roberto advises. Awesome. I like that thinking, Roberto. Thank you. Hang on, I've skipped a bit. I don't want to miss anybody. Steve's here. Hi, Steve. Steve says, no cycling today. Pre-Christmas dinner with my cousins instead. Ooh, lovely. Yeah, very nice, Steve. You can never have too many Christmas dinners, can you? You can never have too many Christmas dinners. I like that. Linda's here. Hi all, says Linda. Hello, Linda. Hope you've had a good week too. Rupert's here. Greetings, says Rupert. Now Rupert's been and is busy and is coming later. So thank you for dropping by, Rupert. We look forward to seeing you again. Isn't that just amazing? People drop by and say that they're coming later. Just you guys are amazing. Right, I'm just going to pin that while I see it. There we go. Well, Rupert sent a request for later. Thank you, Rupert. Linda's got some requests in as well. Awesome. Lovely. And apparently the queue's already full. Ooh, right. Okay, that doesn't happen very often, does it? But you've all been requesting away. So now is the perfect time for me to explain how that works. So you are still able to request. It's not that you can't request when David says that the queue is full. It just means that it's full of requests that have either been endorsed, shall we say, by a Yorkshire Tea via a Ko-fi, or you can do so by Super Chat and Super Thanks. Those requests will be guaranteed to be played within the next 2 hours. So I'm here for the next 2 hours. And if not... Did that make sense then? Yeah. If we don't have a donation that comes with those, then we will do our best to get them on. So what I mean is, if there's something you really want to hear from this point onwards, if it comes with a Ko-fi donation or a Super Chat, Super Thanks, we'll bump it up the queue. That's how it kind of works around here now, because there's lots of requests, which is awesome. I just want to give everybody a chance, and yeah, that's how it kind of works. Right. I'm going to leave the light off today. It feels really weird not having my little pink light in the background. The quaver is still there, look, but I didn't realize it needs charging up, so we'll leave the light off, and that means that we can have all the special effects with some of the requests we've got today. We've got a real good mixture. I can see the whole list here. Yeah, really, really good mixture, including the brand new cover, which came out this week. So stick around if you want to hear that played live for the first time. However, we are starting off today with this. So thank you very much to my mummy Janet for this wonderful, very apt request on the first day and first Sunday of Advent. This is beautiful music by Vivaldi. It's Winter from the Four Seasons. there we go. A most suitable start to our stream today. Thank you so much to my mummy, Gianna. And look at those wonderful emojis. Oh, we're getting it's looking a bit like Christmas, folks. Look at those Christmas emojis. Lovely. The Wild's not so happy about it being a sleepy tune. Sorry, Wild. I promise we will wake you up. I promise we'll wake you up. Thank you, Wilbur, for the Yorkshire tea there. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Did I see the message that came through? I saw it come up. Yes. Happy December to all, says Wilbur. Yes, and to you, Wilbur, of course. Indeed, indeed. Right, now, before I forget to say this, because I often forget to tell you the important stuff around here. Of course, we are now into December, which means, it means the special streams, doesn't it? So, I will talk more about that in due course. Well, actually, I might. No, I'm just going to tell you this now, and then I'll say it again later. I'm going to be posting a message on YouTube community and on Ko-fi that everybody can see tomorrow with all the details of what's happening in December, because the schedule is a little bit different, and I just want you guys to have the heads up right now. So if you want to put things in your diary, you can, and you just know what's going on, okay? So I will be releasing that tomorrow, but what I also need to tell you is good news and bad news, I'm afraid. So let's do the bad news first and get it out of the way. There won't be a stream next Sunday, I'm afraid. So Flutifull Time will not be going ahead next Sunday. Okay, I'm afraid to say, because I'm actually got a concert. But there's two good pieces of information. One, I'll only be having 1 week off in the new year. So between Christmas and after New Year, I normally have 2 streams off, but I'm only having 1 off. And the poll for one of the Christmas covers will be out tomorrow. Okay, so that's just to give you a heads up, really, and I'll tell you more about the poll later on. But the important thing is, I'm afraid there's no stream next week, but there's lots of festive content coming. I'll tell you about that later on, and I'm going to post a whole thing about dates and what's going on and all the rest of it, because I just want everybody to have a heads up. So that will be out tomorrow. Okay, so more about that a little bit later on. I need tea. Oh, it's been a busy day. Well, it's been a busy week, folks. I'm currently marking exam papers. I've spent the best part of all week marking them, and the pile is not really going down. So tea is what's keeping me going, folks. Because it's fine, but it's there's a lot of them. But it'll soon be done. Right, let's continue with your wonderful requests. So David has been digging in the archives, folks. Now, can I ask, David, is this because you're feeling a bit chilly and you want warming up a little bit? Because this is okay. David, look at that wavelength, David. David says this request is dedicated to spring. See the video. Yes. So I was just thinking the same. When I put this one together, it's got a very spring summery kind of vibe. So I think we've had winter, we've celebrated winter, but I think David is in need of a bit of sun here. And Wilbur, you're making me think of you over there. It's very sunny in your part of the world, isn't it? Or it has been. Beautiful sunsets over in California. So this is dedicated to that, and it's a fun tune, an unusual tune. It's also really interesting you've requested this today, because a colleague of mine is actually in a band that plays all this kind of stuff, like electronic synth stuff, Jean-Michel Jarre, and he told me he's doing a gig next year, which I'm going to be able to go along to, which is really exciting. Anyway, enough of me blabbering on. Let's warm ourselves up with this wonderful tune by Jean-Michel Jarre. This is my version of Computer Weekend. up nicely, I would say. Thank you so much, David, for requesting that one today. It's been a while, hasn't it? Do you know when that one was last requested, David? Because I do not remember the last time we had that one on stream. Yeah, really, really cool. Bill says this definitely has springtime feel, an island rhythm. Yes, I totally agree. And I think Wild agrees as well. Look at those island emojis. I love it. I love it. Love it. Thank you, Mummy, for the Yorkshire tea. Thank you very much. And I think we had one from Christian as well, which may have disappeared into the ether. Yeah, so it's weird, isn't it? Sometimes they don't come through. So there we go. But thank you so much, guys. Thank you. David confirming it's been about 9 months since we had a bit of computer weekend, so definitely overdue. Look at that. Thank you, David. Yeah, nice to have some summery vibes. Right. So I think there's a couple of issues maybe stream wise, because lots of you saying sound is okay. Wilbur said it was a problem. David said a problem, but it's cleared. I think that must be a connection thing. Let's just check my connection. Yeah, everything's looking good this end. So unfortunately, that might be a YouTube thing, I'm afraid, guys. But glad to hear it's okay now. David is asking which Mozart we would like. Yeah, because we've already got a full queue going on. But like I say, if you want to request and send along a Ko-fi, we'll add it in. But we still got time for the Daily Mozart, because, you know, that has to happen. So if you have a preference from my available Mozart tracks, then do let us know. We'll try and sort that out for you. First come, first served, I think, on that one normally. Right, we will, of course, have the space news. So if you have any space news, and I've been a bit rubbish again, guys, because... I'm blaming the marking. Then if you have any space news, let's have it, and we will get that on. So let's have a look at the queue. We've got a bit of Bark from Wilbur, and a bit of Within the Void, very suitable for the space news. Thank you, Wild. So I tell you what, let's do the next one, the old toccata, and then if you want to get your space news in then, and we will enjoy reading that space news as we listen to Within the Void, which has it has a wintry feel, but also a bit of a spacey feel as well. So yeah, that's what we'll do. I think that sounds like a plan. So next up, shall we have some effects on this one, folks? Shall we? I think we tried this with effects last time, didn't we? Tell you what, let's try that. So, if you haven't heard this before, this is my own madcap version of this famous tune, which we believe was written by none other than Mr. J.S. Bach, although, we're not really sure. But anyway, it's a good tune, whether it was written by him or somebody else, and this is my own kind of rocked-up version of it. I hope you enjoy this. This is the famous Toccata and Fugue in D minor.
We got there. Thank you so much, Wilbur, for the request of that one today. That was completely, completely crazy, that one. And apologies for the slips in the middle, because we had the pedal on. I think I kept thinking I was losing my place, and I may have been, or I might not have been, but because of that the delay, I was like, we didn't know if I was hearing the main note or the delay, and it was throwing me a little bit. So that's my excuse for that one. Anyway, Roberto says, wonderful piece. It is indeed. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful piece of music. It definitely works better recorded than live. It's a pretty tricky one to pull off live, because it's kind of all over the place and not really great for the flute, but I couldn't resist making that because it's lots of fun. Christian enjoyed that. So Wilbur says, thank you, Wilbur. David enjoyed it. Roberto. Bill says, it always makes me think of an ancient, dark, creepy castle. Yes, it's very kind of creepy, that one, isn't it? And yeah, I definitely noticed something was going on buffering wise there again, folks. But yeah, I'm not seeing any. Not getting any notifications. But let me know if it's becoming a real problem, and I'll try disconnecting and reconnecting. But I don't really like doing that because it's kind of a bit of a pain. But let me know how it's getting on. I'm not seeing it's definitely a YouTube thing. I'm not seeing anything at this end, I'm afraid. So that means it's nothing I can really do. Anyhow, we continue. So we are gonna I'm gonna invite you to get the space news in. It's one thing that we really enjoy here on Flutifull Time, just because. So if you have any space news, Bill, I'm relying on you for your space history. Let's get that in, I'm afraid, because I have to tell you, folks, this is going to be, we're going to be having a break from the space news during our Christmas streams, because I don't think we're going to have time to fit the space news in when it's all the fun of the Christmas stream. So this is the last space news we're going to share together for a while. So if you have any, then do let me know in the chat, and we will enjoy that together, whilst we also enjoy this. So requested today by Wild. Thank you so much, Wild. This is my original track, which was written during lockdown. Ooh, very strange time for all of us all over the world, and especially strange here because we had snow during February, and it was just so surreal, and I just was
compelled to capture it. This was what happened when I did so. This is Within the Void. we go. That was Within the Void, requested today by Wild. Thank you so much, Wild, for the awesome request. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I think, as David will have already reminded us, yes, you can follow me on Bandcamp, where you can listen to that one again, or download it, and you can download it from the merch store as well. Awesome. David also telling us, first fact of the stream, folks, that Within the Void was written in February 2021. Yeah, released April the 5th on Bandcamp, and it's also available in the coffee shop. I forgot that, the coffee shop. There's the link if you want it. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Right, moving on to space news. We have 2 bits of space history, courtesy of Bill and David today. Here we go. So Bill says, space history. In December of 1610... 1610, Galileo, I mean, you can't say Galileo without doing that, can you? Galileo noticed 4 lights near Jupiter moving differently than the background. He concluded they were moons and published Sidereus Nucleus, or Starry Messenger. Bill goes on to say the moons are, this is often a quiz question, isn't it? Ganymede, how do you pronounce the second one? Callisto and Europa. I can only ever remember Ganymede because there's I think Schubert wrote a song called Ganymede. What's the second one? Io? Anyway, there we go. Awesome. Thank you, Bill. I love your space facts. And David also has a space fact on this day in space, exactly on this day. You've been saving that one, haven't you, David? 1st of December 2013, so a little bit later than Galileo, China launches its first nuclear rover. Awesome. There we go. Awesome. Thank you, guys, for the space news, and welcome to MX2 Draft. I think that's how we're going to say that. Hello, welcome along to my stream. You are very welcome to come and enjoy some music with us. Come and enjoy some chat. And I'm going to enjoy some tea as well at the same time, because that's how it works around here. Right. Okie dokie. We have got a fabulous list of requests. Oh, hang on. There is space news from Linda. Ooh, we merely missed that. Right, let's get that in for you, Linda. So an asteroid. Oh, here we go. This is the asteroid thing. This is going to freak me out. An asteroid wide as the Empire State Building will fly by Earth, we hope, on Wednesday, 4th of December. So this Wednesday, precisely 11 years after discovery. And Linda puts, no danger. Now, if ever there's somebody I'm going to trust, it's Linda. So thank you, Linda. Thank you there for the space news. Oh, Wilbur, I'm sorry. Wilbur says, if I keep referencing Bohemian Rhapsody, I'm going to have to request that you cover it. Oh, man, that would be a challenge. That would be a challenge. And, you know, we have to be a little bit careful with Queen songs because sometimes they can get blocked here on YouTube. But, yeah, we do have Don't Stop Me Now, and that's all right, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, more space news. Lockheed Martin completed critical test of lunar solar array prototype, demonstrating the technology potential for opening in the harsh environment of the moon's south pole. Ooh, that's exciting. So that's, well, we need the moon, don't we? We're trying to use that as a kind of bouncing post to get further out, I think. So that's cool. Thanks, Linda. Awesome space news. Some from a long time ago, some recently. And Linda giving us a bit more information about special panels that are going to help with that. Wow. Vertical arrays can extend 20 metres, allowing them to capture sunlight above the terrain's shadows. That's cool. Very cool. Love it. David saying Bohemian Rhapsody too long. Thank you, David. Whew, is all I can say. Right, let's continue because there is a big list of requests today, and I want to try and get through as many as we can. So, next up, we're just calming it down with a lovely, well, I think this is a sleepy tune. Sorry, Wild. This is beautiful, Barcarolle, which I believe is kind of sailing, isn't it? To do with like a nice, calm sailing song. So here we go. This is the famous Barcarolle from Tales of Hoffmann. Here we go. so beautiful, that, isn't it? Just floats along gorgeously. Look at that. That was requested today by Christian. Thank you so much, Christian. That is just, oh, it's so nice to play that. And all low register in the flute, which you know I kind of really like. Yeah. Just lovely, says Bill. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Linda. Loving the emojis there. Cool. Lovely. That was so nice. That was like so lovely. And I can't believe we're at the Mozart. Look at that, folks. It is time for our daily Mozart. So we've got a little bit of a classical double bill. And then, it's going to pick up a bit. Including, of course, look, the new cover is coming. Very excited to play that for you. We've got a bit of Wiz Khalifa, Roxette, and, you'll just have to stick around to see what else is coming your way, folks, in the next hour and 15 minutes. So, I like that this has been chosen today. Thank you, Roberto. Roberto has gone for, quite a dramatic piece of Mozart, but one that is still very lyrical. And I think that works very, very nicely after we've just heard the beautiful Barcarolle. So this is from Mozart's very final opera, his most amazing dramatic work, known as The Magic Flute. Here we go. From the most amazing stunning piece of musical theatre ever written. Mozart's The Magic Flute. That is Ich Fools. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. Suggested today by Roberto. Thank you so much, Roberto. And yeah, those Mozart emojis. Look at them go. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. We love them. We love them. Yeah, there we go. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Right. YouTube is misbehaving apparently. Naughty YouTube. Although Roberto says, you close all the tabs and then just open one up. It's helped. Yeah. Bleh. Anyway. Hope you're persevering, folks. Thank you. Right, let's say hello to Nick. Nick's joined us. Nick is working away. I'm working really hard, going to go silent and just listen. Well, that is lovely of you to pop in and say hi, Nick. And I hope it's helping you with your productivity, because Mozart's the perfect music to do that with anyway. So thank you, Nick. Chris is also here. Hi, Chris. Coffee is on for Chris. Chris is just warming up. I like it. I like it. Right, now. We are just about to have a premiere performance, folks. So you've joined us at exactly the right time of my latest cover. But before we do that and enjoy it together, let me just tell you, well, this is the perfect time to remind you that tomorrow is the poll for the votes for a Christmas cover as voted for by you guys is opening tomorrow. It's opening tomorrow. Now, this poll will be on Ko-fi, so it's going to be on that link there, and I'll tell you why. I wanted to do it on YouTube as I've done previously, but we've got quite a few wonderful suggestions as voted for, well, sorry, not as voted for, but as suggested by Flutifull Club members over there, that YouTube only lets me put like 4 options or something. So if we do it on Ko-fi, because I checked this out the other day, I can put all the suggestions there and you can just pick the one that you want. So the poll will be running from tomorrow for the next week over on Ko-fi, and I am going to put a link for that here on YouTube. So I will remind you on YouTube, because I'm going to tell you all the details for what's happening during December on the channel, and I will put the link for the poll, which will be there. Well, that's the main Ko-fi page, but I'll put the exact link for it tomorrow for you. So there we are, and you guys are going to vote for the Fully Flutifull Christmas cover 2024. Awesome. Now then, so next up is Bill's choice of cover. As a member of the Flutifull Club top tier, Bill gets to choose, and this was such a fantastic choice, which I'm sure you're going to enjoy if you've not heard it yet. And David's given us some facts. Thank you, David. Beautiful Morning is featured in a Scrubs episode. Yeah, I did see that when I researched it. At the start of season 6 episode with Zach Braff, who plays JD, dancing to it. Never seen Scrubs, but I know a few of that will make sense to a few of you. Also featured at the end of the 2nd season episode of The Greatest American Hero, in which Ralph had to disarm a nuclear missile. Interesting choice for that. Yeah, I like it. And one more for you. It was also featured in the movie Kingpin, immediately following the scene that shows how Roy got his rubber hand. So there you go. Right, without further ado, let's enjoy this. This is a premiere performance of this lovely, lovely track, which I didn't know at all until Bill selected it for Flutifull treatment. Here we are. This is By the Rascals. It's a Beautiful Morning. Oh, you know what? I nearly forgot, don't you? I nearly forgot the slide. Oh my goodness, we can't do this without the slide. Right, sorry folks. But that does mean you get to hear my lovely chimes for twice. Because there you go, that was my Koshi chimes. I'll tell you a bit more about those after. So you're going to hear them again in a second. Right, let's just... Oh, can't not do this slidey. It's so great slidey. Wild says, what do you mean you've never seen Scrubs? I know, I'm sorry. Well, you'd never seen The X-Files, which was like, horrific to me. Horrific. Sorry, the microphone was not up. So, yeah. I've never really seen Scrubs. Well, never seen it at all, actually. Right. We're ready to roll now. That's better, isn't it? That's better. And do you see the microphone's behaving a little bit more now? Because I got a new piece of Velcro. Right, let's try this again. Here we go. I think I described that when it came out as a little gem of a track. It's not that long at all, but I just thought it was so beautifully done and structured and all the rest of it that I didn't want to change it from the original kind of setup. And they don't write tunes like that anymore, folks. Those harmonies were so nice to put onto the flute. So thank you so much, Bill, for bringing that to life for us. And Bill, of course, has connections to the Rascals. So Bill says, found myself at one of the Rascals' homes after a crazy night, and Eddie Brigatti and his brothers played this and other songs for us until dawn. Oh my gosh. Wow, what a memory, Bill. That's amazing. He would have loved your cover, says Bill. Well, thank you. Thank you so much, because I really enjoyed putting that together. It's just so lovely. The everything about it, the melodies, the harmonies, the backing track, the rhythms with those lovely kind of Latin instruments, and the lyrics, just so simple and so lovely, and it can't fail to put a smile on my face. And it's so suitable for our little community here. So thank you so much, Bill. I think that's a wonderful, wonderful addition to our streaming list. Yeah. Christian enjoying that. Linda, Roberto, Mother, David, thank you. If you haven't yet seen the video, of course there is a video to go with that, as there are all my fully Flutifull covers. They're all available on the channel, and there's a playlist which I'm sure David has dropped the link already for, where you can just watch them all if you want to. Just stick them on repeat, just stick them on repeat and off you go. Right, I'm going to have a bit more tea for me, I think. Good. Right. It's 6 p.m. in the UK here, folks. I can't believe we're an hour in, but that means we've got 1 hour left together today, and we're going to make it a good one, because those of you who've only just joined us, I'm afraid there won't be a stream next week because I am otherwise engaged. My orchestra, who normally do their Christmas concerts on the Friday and Saturday, have had to move to Saturday and Sunday next week because we can't the venue we can't have the Friday night, so we've moved to Saturday and Sunday, and I just thought I'm gonna take that next weekend off, but lots of festive content coming your way, including of course the streams. And first piece of festive content, here we go guys, I haven't said this yet, is going to be coming your way tomorrow if you are a Flutifull Club member. That's right, so Flutifull Club members we'll get that tomorrow. It'll be on the channel on Thursday, and I am going to post a big message which talks to you about what's happening throughout December, because there's a few changes going on, including next week. So I'm going to let you. I'm going to write all that down because I'm going to get it wrong if I try and say it now. David says, how about you stream the concert for your channel? Do you know what? When I said to my conductor, I was like, oh man, I'm going to have to change my stream. He said that to me. He said, why don't you stream the concert? And for a split second, I went, oh yeah, that would be good, right? And then I was like, how is that going to work? Because I don't really have... I don't have much internet on my phone. There's no internet, I don't think. Well, there probably is internet in the building. It's Hall Minster, which is like, you know, an old building. There probably is internet, but I don't know how to do that. And yeah, I just, it would be a logistical nightmare. So unfortunately, that we can't do that. Christian saying, though, may there be some footage from those concerts? Well, do you know what? I think there might be a little bit of footage. Oh, I'm not going to say why. There's a special reason why. Yeah, Christian says record some pieces and post later. I might be doing a little bit of that. You know, I've done that before and shared some clips on. I did some on my phone. Do you remember when I did the Harry Potter ones and other bits? I might be doing that for one very special reason, but I'm not going to tell you guys yet because it's a secret. All will be revealed, I promise. So yeah, that's probably going to happen. But to be honest, I tried to do it at a rehearsal the other night and it all went wrong. But I'm sure it won't go wrong. It went wrong because I got my pages in the wrong order and my phone was on my stand, and then I was like, la 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 la. So yeah. David says you need a sound engineer. I know it'd be really, really difficult to do it and do it well. I think if it wouldn't be worth it, if you see what I mean. If I just set it up and tried to do it on my phone or even my laptop without the sound, it would just, it wouldn't really work because it's a big building. Although Bill's saying it would be awesome. Yeah, I agree it would be awesome, Bill. And I know that's been done, you know, but it's a challenge. It's a challenge. Yeah, David, if you want to come and sort that out for me, that would be awesome. Right, onwards. So next up, Wild has requested this, which is well, it was made fully fluteful thanks to Wild. So thank you for Wild for this, because it's possibly one of my most unusual tracks that I've ever covered. And it's been dedicated to Paul Walker, because this is a song that he's become synonymous with after his, now then, Wild will fill us in on all the details, I'm sure. But racing driver Paul Walker, who sadly was killed in a race, I think that's right. David Wilder, correct me. And this has been to known as something associated with him and the racing world. So anyway, we're going to enjoy it together now. This is my fully fluteful version of See You Again. There we go. That was a little bit of See You Again, requested today by Wild. Thank you, Wild. And Wild telling us that it's been 14 years now since we lost legendary Paul Walker, killed in a car crash at his local charity club. Wow, I didn't realise that. Yeah, there was a memorial yesterday, and Wild says, yes, I did a tribute burnout. Nice one, Wild. Thank you, thank you. And Linda's saying we need different types of racing car emoji. Stocks was my thing, or drags. Ah, well, if Rebecca's ever around on the stream, Linda, you need to chat to her, because Rebecca and her husband Chris, big drag racing fans. In fact, Chris used to drag race, so there you are. Yeah. Cool. Thank you, Wild. Thank you for the request. Rupert says, beautifully played. Thank you. I think it works really nicely on the flute, that one. Yeah. Really cool. Just going back to David popping over to do the sound engineering. David said, I was thinking about popping into the sun in for carols to surprise you, but thought that was a bit crazy. Yeah, that would be very crazy, David. Not just a bit crazy. That would be very crazy. I mean, yeah. There we go. Yeah, I'm doing that again this year as well. I need to see when that is. It's in my diary. It's in my diary somewhere. Lemon's here. Hey, Lemon. How are you doing? How are you doing? Welcome along to our stream today. Yeah. We are still going. We've got just under an hour left. We've got some awesome tunes. Just looking really nice mix of stuff coming up. So do stick around. Right, a bit more tea, I think. Oh, tea is good. Tea is always good. I don't know why I'm surprised. Lemon says, doing good. You just reminded me I want to go to the Dungworth Carols near Sheffield. Ah, nice. Yeah, I know Sheffield quite well. My dad's from around Sheffield way. I got relatives over there, so there we go. Lemon says they do the local ones. It's great. Oh well, enjoy. You can't beat a good carol session, can you? And like David said, I've got the beer and carols, the Sun in which I go and help out at every year. It's become a thing. So yeah, that's exciting. Christian also wants to come and visit Hull. I know you do. I know you do. That's very exciting. That's very exciting. Right, let's have some more music. Now, this is another fabulous fully flutifull tune, which was made fully flutifull, I think, thanks to David. Was this your choice? We've got so many now that I forget. Anyway, this was definitely requested by a Flutifull Club member to be made fully flutifull, and I'm so glad that they did. It's another tune that I wasn't all that familiar with. It's so beautiful. The words to this are amazing, and well, I hope you enjoy it now. This is by Kansas, Dust in the Wind. Lovely stuff. That was, of course, Dust in the Wind. Thank you so much, Bill, for the request of that. And it was David who we have to thank for that one. Thank you so much, David, for being responsible for that being made fully flutifull, because it's rather lovely. I think you will agree. Yeah. Yeah, David. Yeah, some Christmas. We must get together at the Sun Inn. That would be amazing. But I think, yeah, Christian says that would be a long way to come, wouldn't it? That would be a very long way to come. Bill says the lyrics and melody of this song mesh perfectly, and your arrangement and playing really bring out the wistful feeling. Oh, that's a lovely way of describing it, Bill. Yes, I couldn't agree more. So lovely. And it's why, thinking about the fact that we got the Wiz Khalifa song that works well on the flute. This works well on the flute. We've had, all the rock stuff, and we're going to go to a rock ballad next. This is why I love the flute, folks. It's why I love the flute, because I just think it's the most versatile instrument ever, and it's so lovely to be able to go from genre to genre as we do here on Flutifull Time. Once we've had some tea, of course. Once we've had some tea. Linda, I forgot to comment on your message about your mug, because Linda has one of these lovely mugs with the Tea and Tull logo on the back as well. They're on the merch store if you want one. Oh, I do like a big mug for a big brew. Right, on we go, folks. So Christian is requesting this, which isn't fully flutiful, folks. So this is not a track that I've put together. This is a pre-done track that has been added to the list thanks to Flutifull Club support over on Ko-fi and all your Yorkshire teas and things that come through here as well. This is what it goes towards. So this is a great track from the 80s, which is just one that I don't know, it's the kind of track that I hear and I go, oh, I'd forgotten about this, but it's such a great song, isn't it? And I hope you enjoy this. Flutifull styly as well. This is Roxette, It Must Have Been Love. love. I've got written down here one key, and I was like, I don't think that's the right key to end with. But anyway, it kind of worked, didn't it? I'll have to have a look at that. I don't know. Maybe it was just me that couldn't fathom that one out today. But there we go. That was a version of. Must have been love. And David being very diplomatic there says, nice variations. Yeah, some of them worked quite nicely and some of them didn't. But anyway, it is a lovely song. Yeah, I agree with you, Linda. And a little bit of information on that one. It was originally called Christmas for the Broken Hearted. Thank you, Lemon, which links with the lyrics. David saying the song is about a breakup on a day in winter. So there we go. Very appropriate for requesting today. And we have Christian to thank for that today. Thank you so much. Beautifully flutifull, says Christian. Try saying that one after you've had a few red wines, Roberto. Right. Celebrity birthdays. Yay. Chris has woken up. We have the birthdays. Here we go. There's a great list today. Zoe Kravitz, Sarah Silverman, Bette Midler, you know I'm a big Bette fan. Ooh, Richard Pryor and Lou Rawls. So yeah, fabulous list. And Bill says, yeah, lots of talented people sharing a birthday today. I agree. Yesterday, Woody Allen's birthday. Thanks, Christian. And hello to No Name. No Name's here. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well, and I hope the Flutifull music is, is brightening your day even more, No Name. Thank you so much for joining us. Right, I am going to have a bit more tea because, that's the only way you get the music round here, folks, is if I get my tea. Oh, right, so, animal update, folks. So, we have 2 cats in the Bill and Linda house joining us, Max and Franny. Hello. It's first that we've got them both here. I think that's correct, isn't it? Awesome. Well, let me know how they're finding it, guys, because animals are so interesting when they react to music, aren't they? Lots of them really like it, I think, but some of them really don't, and they disappear. But there we go. We'll see what's going on there momentarily, I'm sure, after we've enjoyed this request from Roberto. Thank you very much, Roberto. This is another recent addition to the Flutifull list. Now then, I can't remember who's requested this, who we have to thank for this one either, because there's just, like I say, there's so many, and my brain's like giving up on remembering them all now. But this was another most excellent choice to be made fully Flutifull. I'm sure you'll agree. What a fabulous, fabulous tune by Bill Rivers and saxophonist Grover Washington Jr. This is Just the Two of Us. There we go, requested by Roberto, and David is reminding me it was Roberto who made that fully flutifull. Thank you so much, Roberto. That was my own version of Just the Two of Us. Yeah, that's one of my longest covers ever, folks, with that kind of epic solo section there. It's a bit more chill today, you know, the one I did on the recording was a bit more kind of crazy, so that one was a bit more chill. I felt that was right today. There we go. Roberto's loving that. Thank you, Roberto. I love those cat emojis. Yes, Christian enjoyed that. Wilbur, thanks, guys. Mother as well. Oh, and Max apparently purring to the beat of Just the Two of Us. Hey, that's cool. Yeah, that's interesting, David, isn't it? The harmonics that cats and dogs must hear. Yes, because their hearing is much more powerful than ours. So that's interesting. Yeah. Cool. Lovely. Thank you, guys. Right. Oh, more tea. Now we've got a Roberto double bill now. A double bill, and we like that very much because the next one is also a bit of a jazz classic. Well, a bit of a jazz classic. I mean, it's one of the most famous jazz group tracks ever, isn't it? Known, of course, because of its unusual time signature, although you guys know that I love a bit of 5/4. I love a bit of 5/4. And, well, that's a good job because that's what we're going to have now with this fabulous track, which is, again, fully flutifull. Here we go. This is a bit of Take 5. Oh gosh, what was I doing there, folks? I just couldn't work out what was going on there. Apologies, that was by far not the best performance of that in the world, but there we go. There we go. I don't know what's going on there. Anyway. Oh, Wicked. There was some talk about Wicked. Yes, because the new film's been out, hasn't there? The new film has been out, and yeah. I think Linda's seen it. Hang on a minute. I've lost the thread of the chat here. David deleted Linda's message by accident. Can I put that back? I don't know if I can. No, I don't think I can. That was an accident, I think. Anyway, what am I doing? Oh, it's all over, folks. Right. Blah. Bill says David's auditioning for the role of the wizard by disappearing people. I like that, Bill. Anyway, where's Linda's take on the Wicked film? I think that's still there somewhere, isn't it? Hang on a minute. Oh, I can't find. Yeah, I can't find it. I think Linda did say something and I missed it. Maybe that got deleted as well. Okay, I think Linda, just let us know if you liked it, because we can't find the other message. Oh my goodness, I'm just glad it's not just me that's having problems today. Oh, anyway. Before we go on, let me just remind you about what's happening this month. So this month the schedule and things are going to be a bit different because it's Christmas, if you haven't noticed, and we will of course have our special festive streams and lots more festive content as well, but the schedule is a little bit different. So I'm going to ask you guys to check out the message which I'm going to put tomorrow on both YouTube and on Ko-fi, because that's just going to explain when things are happening and what's going on, because yeah, it's just going to be easier rather than me tell you now and get it all wrong, because you know I will, right? Yeah, so there we go. Oh, David's got the message here. Thanks David, thanks Linda. Wicked was awesome, says Linda. I love it. Jeff Goldblum is the wizard. Yeah, Ariana Grande. And yeah, the lady who's playing Alphabet, I'm not familiar with her either, so that's kind of cool. Yeah. Oh, I'm really glad you enjoyed it, Linda. I know Wilbur's really looking forward to it, aren't you, Wilbur? Yeah. I don't know when I'm going to get a chance to see it. Anyway, one day. Right, moving on. We have got, 3 wonderful requests. We might have time. Wilders would like me to make a request. We might have time for that if we can keep going. So Rupert's request is for this summary track. We had a bit of Jean-Michel Jarre earlier on that we felt was kind of nice and summary. So yeah, we are going to add some summary vibes now in with this, which is pretty cool. When I can find all the bits and bobs. Are you ready to have a little bit of a tropical boogie, I think is how I'm going to explain this one. This is Blondie's Tide is High. lovely to have some more summery vibes on today's stream. I'm sure you will agree, folks. That was, of course, The Tide is High, as requested today by Rupert. Thank you very much, Rupert. Yeah, Bill says, great choice, Rupert. I agree. David enjoying that. Christian's got all the lovely beach emojis out. I like it. No Name enjoying that. Linda, Mother, thank you guys. Thank you guys. Oh, and No Name as well says, love that song. Great song for somebody living under influence of North Sea tides. Well, yes, I suppose that's true, isn't it? Now we have a bit more info on the Wicked movie, if you're looking forward to that. Bill says, everything about it, music, dancing, photography was awesome. Lots of references to the original movie. So Wizard of Oz, I see what you mean. Tiny bits of the song Somewhere Over the Rainbow, Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead, woven into the songs from Wicked. That's cool, because I don't think that is in the Wicked score, is it? From what I remember, I don't remember those being there, so that's kind of cool that they've elaborated musically. That's something I'm looking forward to hearing. Like it. Oh, Rupert. Oh, look, we can rely on Rupert. Rupert says, yeah, that was atomic. We get it, Rupert. We get it. Thank you so much. Right. Onwards to another awesome request. In fact, it's a double bill. It's a Linda double bill. So that would be a double Linda, not a double bill. Do you see? Anyway, maybe it's just me. But let's do it. Let's do it. Awesome request. Thank you, Linda. This is... this is going to cause me problems. Because I don't have the score for this one. And this is quite complicated. So if I get this right, this will be a miracle. But I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do my best. This is such an awesome track, which is sure to get you jumping around. Here we go. What? That was a disaster, wasn't it? Right, that's because I've got written down here it starts on a B flat and it doesn't. So, let's do that again, shall we? goodness. Right, so Linda, thank you so much for the request for that. That was my own version, as you can probably tell, of the jump. Now, that is so weird, guys, because, well, as you can tell, I was having a few problems with the tune. The actual tune, all right? But I could remember the bit that I wrote, the solo bit, that is not in the original at the end there, that I wrote. So how can I not remember the notes for the tune or how to play the tune? Yeah, I can remember some random notes that I put in at the end that has a key change in it. What's that about? The brain is so weird, isn't it? My brain's very weird. We know that. Anyway, thank you, folks. We still enjoyed that, didn't we? We still enjoyed that. Linda, Roberto, Wilbur, David, Bill says this track really does jump. It's such a classic. They don't write them like that anymore. It's so cool. It's so cool. Oh, thank you, Bill. Nice recovery, though. I know. I don't know how that happens. I am really, really tired today, which doesn't help, does it? It doesn't help. Chris says, we were just listening to this record last night. I have it on vinyl. It's a classic. It's another one of those that you go, oh, I've forgotten about this. Yeah. Wilbur saying, am I getting ready for the dad jokes on the Christmas streams? Well, yeah. I'm just kind of warming in a bit, Wilbur. So that's a great time for me to just remind you about that. So the details of all the Christmas streams and what's going to be happening on the channel over December are going to be published tomorrow. So that's going to be here on YouTube on the community tab, over on Ko-fi, and there will be some festive content for Flutifull Club members tomorrow as well, and that will be out on the channel on Thursday. Right, we've got Linda's second choice, double Linda, and then, Wild is asking me to pick. Christian says, did we have no tull today yet? We haven't had any tull yet. So do you know what? Wild has requested a slidey pick, so I'm going to pick some tull, other than Boré, because Wild has requested something. So let's have this, which I think if you enjoyed The Tide is High earlier, I think you're really going to enjoy this one, even if you're not familiar with it, because I think this is a track that didn't really make it across the pond. Although it's Jamaican tune to start with, so I don't think it made it to the US. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this. In honour of my hometown of Kingston upon Hull, this is Kingston Town. wonderful little bit of reggae for you there, folks. That was, of course, Kingston Town, as made famous by UB40. Thank you so much, Linda, for that request. Yeah. Christian says he's a reggae hotspot in the UK. Not really, Christian. We've just kind of adopted that as a little bit of a whole anthem because of the words and because of the title Kingston Town, because of course the full title is Kingston upon Hull. So there we go. Right, we've come to our final request, which is from Wild for a pick by me. Now, we haven't had any Tull yet, so I can't resist. It's just which one, because we have quite a Tull collection now, don't we? Do you know what? I think it's going to be this. Doesn't always get requested that often. It doesn't need any introduction. But have you got your tea at the ready? Because there's always time for tea and Tull, folks. This is going to be our last one today. And then I will tell you a little bit. I'll just remind you again before we finish about, watch out on the channel tomorrow, because all will be revealed about what's happening on the channel during December. But anyway, our final request of today. Thank you so much, Wild. Well, it's a little bit of Tull. Here we go. there we go. Finishing off our music making together today, folks. That was, on behalf of Wild, my choice for a little bit of living in the past. Awesome, awesome. We have to, of course, have some Tull on the stream because it's kind of the law, isn't it? It's kind of the law. Right, that brings us to the end of our music making, like I say, together today, folks. I hope you've enjoyed our time together, and well, it's going to change a little bit this month because of course it is December and we do have our special Christmas streams like we enjoy together every year, and all the details of the streams, everything that's happening on the channel, the poll for you to vote for a Christmas cover as chosen by you this year, all the details for that on the channel tomorrow. So please do check the community tab here on YouTube or Ko-fi. On Ko-fi, you will be able to see the message, even if you're not a Flutifull Club member, and you can vote in the poll over on Ko-fi, even if you're not a Flutifull Club member. So all that is open to everybody, okay? So you're all welcome to get involved with that. And as I said earlier, if you missed it, I'm not going to be streaming next week, I'm afraid. I have got a Christmas gig, so I'm going to have to take the week off the stream, but there will be lots of festive content, I promise you, including something coming this week that's coming tomorrow to Flutifull Club members and on the channel on Thursday. So, it's very exciting. It's very exciting because it's all a bit different, isn't it? And I hope you're going to stick around and join us for as much of it as you can. Thank you to everybody who's been here today. Oh, it's so lovely. Your messages at the end of the streams, folks, are so lovely. And I know I don't always read them out because I kind of go into my usual spiel, but I do read as many of them as I can, and it's so lovely that you all say how much you enjoy it and how much the community here is really lovely and supportive, and that's down to you guys. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for the requests. Thank you so much for the donations on Ko-fi, and I really hope you're going to enjoy the content that's coming up on the channel over the festive period. So until we meet again, which will be very soon, I'm sure, in this virtual world of ours, I hope you stay safe, take care of yourselves, enjoy the festive season, whatever you get up to, and well, just make sure you stay Flutifull. I'll see you again very soon, folks. Thank you so much. Bye for now.